So yeah, coming off a incredible season after back-to-back Row Buffalo performances at Summer Nationals at Canadian Henley, there was a fever pitch of excitement to what would happen next. And I think the year coming was something almost no one would have expected. It started with a lot of silence, and a lot of unreturned phone calls, and people that I looked up to and thought would be ride and die with me, closing the door, and it put my family, my wife, and my baby on the way in a position where we had to make a decision to go all in or retire, and we chose to go all in for Buffalo Rowing Club. And the support of the rowers and the families and the top alumni of our rowing community, not just in Buffalo, but in Rochester, Welland, and St. Catharines, has been incredible to pull this off, and has led to what seems to be one of the most dominant summer success stories in recent memory of rowing. In January, the building we're in here became the training center for Buffalo Rowing Club, and we didn't have any money to even pay the utility bills, so we were working out in the dark in 20-degree weather with the wind chill going through the building's bones. And I picked up a novice athlete as our first Row Buffalo, now Buffalo Rowing Club full-time athlete, Emmett King, who went on to pull a 6:15 in his first few months training here, which I think is a testament to not just the rowing culture in Buffalo, but the training mentality that Buffalo Rowing Club brings. Something that I always thought was missing in the rowing world was proper strength training and powerlifting, combined with the skills of bodybuilding into a full training regimen. And watching this particular athlete's transformation in body composition and size and muscle development and fitness, you would have thought, to pull 6:15, you must have earned 20 hours a week. I would think maybe average 3 or 4. We had a lot of laughs watching old school videos of Arnold Schwarzenegger, Ronnie Coleman, and a lot of the greats in powerlifting and bodybuilding. I think that really guided some of the energy here early on. We had no choice. Something unique about our rowing club is we have no rowing docks. And I think we were able to turn what might seem like this disadvantage into a true strategic advantage. When someone thinks of a rowing club without rowing docks, you might be first wondering, well, how is that even possible? And the answer is it comes down to great relationships with other people in the rowing community that are willing to help you out. So when the door closed for us in Buffalo, New York, Welland, Ontario, and South Niagara Rowing Club could not have been more accommodating. There's a world-class 2K buoy course. We had an entire boat bay for our program. And as the program grew in size and scale, what initially started off as an endeavor with 1 or 2 rowers, and I bought a pair, it turned into 20 rowers, then 40 rowers, then 60 rowers. And at the Canadian Henley this summer, we have over 80 rowers competing. It really is an incredible thing to see. And this was all possible thanks to the generosity of our Canadian neighbors up north that happened to be the best neighbor possible at a time when our countries are at odds. The rowing community was able to come together to accomplish such a great thing. Also, our neighbors in Rochester, Pittsford Rowing Club were tremendously helpful in this process, selling us our first boat trailer, and my brother selling me his truck on a favor. I bought a team van from what was formerly the Goo Goo Dolls tour bus. We had the most ragtag assemblage of equipment you've ever seen. I probably drove to 20 different places putting the gym equipment in our facility together. It was a Facebook Marketplace special in here, and thousands of pounds of plates, dumbbell racks and sets, everything you need covered in rust, spider webs on them. It didn't matter. And the greatest thing that I think I've witnessed with respect to the aspect of building a training center is Everyone's under the impression that it needs to cost millions of dollars and be flashy with floor-to-ceiling windows. We're in an abandoned trucking warehouse that was going to be torn down this spring. And thanks to the generosity of our landlord, Joe Karuba, he allowed us to come in here just paying utility bills and facilitated one of the strongest rowing programs ever. We've got guys here from Harvard, from Cal Berkeley, from Yale, you name it. Great programs on the collegiate level. And on the Buffalo level, what's an also equally incredible thing is that we were able to, even in this transition from Row Buffalo to Buffalo Rowing Club, retain the best athletes from Canisius High School, St. Joe's Collegiate, City Honors, Nichols, Nardin alumni, and resourced out again to pull in the best guys from some of our favorite clubs like Los Gatos in California, Belen Jesuit, and Chicago Rowing Foundation. We may have 20 or 30 different high schools represented. Really, really special, and something I don't take for granted, and something that I hope other kids, when they see this, understand that you are invited, you are welcome to be here if you want to be a part of this. We had 4 U19-8s hit the docks today at the Canadian Henley. 2 of them won their respective heats with the fastest times overall. Very special, very special. And this was then followed up by a win in the U17 Boys 8. Such a heroic performance, separated crews by only half a second. Some of the most exhilarating rowing coming from combining the best athletes of West New York with rowers from truly around the country.
All right, great. We'll get this uploaded.